Good evening, sir. Thank you, sir.
He takes it, be comfortable. Your uh, father is in police department,
Army, sir.
army. Okay. And you also studied in Sainik school,
Yes.
but you never thought of joining the army.
Sir, I did join Sainik school, whose main aim is to train cadets to join defense forces. But I realized that my passion and my aptitude lies with governance, sir. So I shifted to civil services.
Okay. So how did you find out your passion lies in governance?
Sir, in school from class 6 onwards, we were given newspaper and we used to have extensive discussion with my civics teacher. He told me about governance. So, with his talk and also the research which I did, talks with my friends, I realized that my passion lies with civil services, sir.
Okay. So you come from Gaya.
Yes, sir.
So Gaya is on Buddhist circuit.
Yes, sir.
So why Gaya is popular with regard to Buddhism?
Sir, because in Gaya, Lord Buddha got enlightenment, and there is UNESCO World Heritage Site, a Mahabodhi temple. Al- Along with that, there are various monasteries and statues of Buddha. So it comes in the Buddha circuit, sir, and Gaya is famous. Apart from various other regions also.
Which is the nearest airport for going to Gaya?
So Gaya airport only, sir. It is between Gaya and Bodh Gaya, sir.
You have the airport there.
Yes, sir.
So you studied in Delhi in Maharaja Agar Singh College.
Yes.
So who was Maharaja Agar Singh?
Maharaja Agrasen is descendant of Kush, Lord Ram's son Kush, and he is revered in the Agarwal community. He was the king of the in Haryana, the Hisar region, sir. And there,
Which years like?
sir, around 5,600 year back, sir, he was the king.
So what was their basic philosophy of Maharaja Agar Singh?
So his basic philosophy was rooted in non-violence and prosperity of all in his kingdom, sir.
Okay. You tell me like armed forces. Can you tell me all the ranks in Navy?
Sir, maybe sorry, sir, I cannot recall all the ranks.
So what is the equivalent of a major in army, in Navy and Air Force?
Sir, major in Air Force it would be squadron leader, sir, and in Navy, sir, it would be lieutenant commander, sir.
So your optional is PSIR. Okay. Little bit on. So what was the name of the operation which was carried out by USA in Venezuela?
Sir, Operation Absolute Resolve.
So what was the major reason, initial reason given by USA to carry out this operation?
Anti-drugs, sir, the drugs which were going into the USA, they wanted to counter that narcotics, so they captured the president of Venezuela, sir. But the underlying reason was something else. It was the oil in the Venezuela and also countering the presence of Russia and China in Western Hemisphere, sir, aligned with the Donro Doctrine.
So who was given Nobel Peace Prize? And I mean, she also belongs to Venezuela.
Yes, sir. She was leader of opposition. I cannot recall the name, sir. Sorry, sir.
Rado. Okay, now she recently had made a statement uh, with regard to the Nobel Prize. Have you read the newspaper?
The recent statement, no, sir. Around that time, the statement that uh, she is the exact statement, I'm not aware, sir. I will have to read about
So
it.
this is just 2 3 days back. I mean, maybe you're not aware. No issues. Okay. So you were keen on football.
Yes, sir.
So where the World Cup is going to take place?
Sir, it is going to take place in USA, Mexico, and Canada.
How many teams are going to participate this time? So there's a different format this time as compared to earlier format.
So earlier there used to be 32 teams, but this time it would be 48 teams, and the knockout match will start from round of 32, sir. Earlier it used to take place from round of 16, sir. So these two differences are the major.
Okay, good. So just there is one country, very small country, which has made to the World Cup. Can you name that country? with a population of 1.5 lakhs only.
Sir, it is in the Caribbean island, but I cannot recall the name, sir.
But it's Curacao, yeah, it is in the okay. Mm. Now, you see, we were talking about Venezuela. So Trump has also threatened uh, a few other countries. So can you name which countries are those?
Sir, Trump has threatened first Greenland, its intention to occupy Greenland. Apart from that, he has talked about 500% tariff on Russia, which will.
I'm asking about the other countries. 500% tariff is one. So in that region itself, like he's also threatened other countries. Three countries he has threatened.
Sir, Iran, he has threatened. I mean, it's the ongoing protest in Iran.
I mean, I'm saying in Latin America and Caribbean region.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Okay. You talk of Bodh Gaya. You talk of you are from Sainik School Nalanda. What was Nalanda University?
Sir, Nalanda University was the cradle of knowledge. It is regarded as the oldest universities in the world. It was established by Kumar Gupta and it was patronized by Pala dynasty. And later on, it was destroyed by Bakhtiyar Khilji in 1193 AD, sir. But recently, it has been revived. The Nalanda University Act was passed in 2010 and it has been inaugurated. Six schools are being offered at present in Nalanda University, sir.
What is the difference between the now Nalanda University, which has been established, and the old one? Are they at the same place?
So, in terms of the fame, the reputation, there is much difference. At present, it has only started, sir. Very limited courses are being offered at present, but it is trying to reclaim the glory which Nalanda University once enjoyed, sir.
So the new Nalanda University is located in Nalanda.
Yes, sir. It is in Nalanda district, but beside Rajgir, sir.
Now, what is the difference between this Nalanda University and other universities?
Sir, first, this university has been uh, established with support of multiple foreign countries, which includes around 15 countries, sir, which includes uh, Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Australia, Portugal. After that, the campus is also net zero carbon emission campus, sir, which aligns with the SDG goals around climate change. And also, it is more centered around the study of Buddhism, sir. So these are the fundamental difference I can think of.
Which ministry in government of India deals with this university?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that.
Which ministry deals with other universities in government of India?
Sir, Ministry of Education.
And a charity, it is called nowadays, we don't call it education, so it's Ministry of Development. This is directed by a Ministry of Foreign Affairs, External Affairs, actually. And so that's the difference. Okay. So you felt that you don't have the aptitude for defense of forces, and that's why you have actually graduated. But I can see that you've given exam 3 times, not once, two, 3 times.
Yes, sir.
Twice must have been compulsory because of being in Sainik school.
Yes.
But why third time?
Sir, I could not appear for the second and third time. I did appear for the first time, but due to the COVID pandemic, I could not appear for the other exams, sir.
You have international relations and polit- political science as your optionals. And you come from Bihar, which is the country which is actually neighboring Bihar.
Sir, Nepal.
What is what are the differences between India and Nepal?
Sir, the difference, at present, the major difference lies with the issues regarding the border disputes, sir, which includes Kalapani, Shista, and Limpiadura regions, sir. After that, India has differences with respect to the treatment of Madhesi community in Nepal, sir. Other than that, there are the ongoing discussions over the various projects related to hydro power and various highways and such negotiations are going on, sir. But India has some reservation also with respect to the BRI, which Nepal has joined, sir.
What are the differences on Kalapani and so?
So the difference lies with the origin of the river, Kali, and India and Nepal differs on that aspect. So if the origin which India says that puts Kala Pani into the India territory, other than and if Nepal claims that its origin is different and which puts it into the Nepal territory. So there is difference of perspective.
What has been the recent developments in Iran in last 1.5 years?
So the development surrounding Iran, the first one,
I see Nepal. Sorry, my apologies. Yes, Nepal.
Nepal's the major development has been the Gen Z protest led by the youths, which led to the overthrow of the government. And at present, the interim government is ruling Nepal, and that is the major development in Nepal. So,
I just wanted to ask you, why do you say Gen Z protest? It could have been a youth protest also. Have somebody told you that you must say Gen Z project? And what is Gen Z?
sir, the term Gen Z refers to those who born between 1998 and 1997 and 2012. So, the youths is a little wide term, sir, but basically it was carried out by the Gen Z and the issues surrounding Gen Zs, like the use of social media. So that is why this Gen Z specification has come, sir.
You mean to say this social media requirement is not for youth who were born before 97?
It is, but the way,
Who were the leaders of this so-called movement?
so it was mainly decentralized, so there was no,
Some leaders. Are you sure they were all Gen Z?
not all were not Gen Z, sir. Of course, there were.
So why are you saying Gen Z? I want to know this. Has somebody told you that it has to be said? Because you're using a terminology. That's what I'm asking you.
Sir, I am using it because of the age specific protest. I see.
This question because before you, at least 10 or 12 candidates have said the same terminology. And that's why I want to know. And this looks to me, sitting here, that is being tutored. Somebody has told you Gen Z protest. That's why they're saying Gen Z protest. You're not actually amplifying who are the leaders, what is the objectives, what they wanted. You're not telling me that. You're saying just Gen Z protest. Yeah, tell me.
So the issues such as the corruption and the unemployment, which changes are mainly affected, and it is not limited to Nepal, sir. Also the Bangladesh, the Peru, Indonesia. So over, sir, around the world, the protest which is being carried out, they are being led by the certain age bracket, sir. That is why we are referring it as Gen Z, in my opinion.
So, okay, what happened in that Gen Z?
That led to the overthrow of government, and they are demanding that there should be government which are sensitive uh, to the needs of the present generation, which is the good, tackling inequality, having equal opportunity in ample job opportunities, accountability of the governance. These are the issues, sir.
So, how do you ensure that there is an accountable government? How do you ensure? They want that it should be accountable. But how do you ensure that the government is accountable?
So it can be ensured through institutions, through involving the people. Sir, the one way it can be ensured by making sure that the government is answering the questions surrounding the policies which they are the policies, the decisions which they are taking through uh, addressing the having press conference regularly, and also the strengthening of the institutions which are legislature, executive and judiciary, so that there can be proper check and balances. At present, the rise of executive overreach, that should be decreased. Technology should be roped in so that there is proper over proper overlook over the accounts, the way money is flowing. In this way, this can be ensured, sir, accountability.
You watch cricket,
I do, sir.
you watch IPL.
Sometimes I do, sir.
Do you think IPL has actually destroyed Test cricket?
Sir, I would not say IPL has destroyed Test cricket. At present, the way the trend is shifting towards a shorter format, the T20 format, and people, not much audience, not much spectators are coming for the Test cricket. So these are the factors, sir, not specifically IPL, I would say.
Recently, BCCI asked KKR not to take one player Bangladesh into its team. What was his name?
Mutapesura Mas.
Do you support that proposition?
So that name was cleared by the BCCI before, and after that, when the when the public sentiment got against it, the BCCI removed that player from the list. I think that was a knee-jerk reaction, sir, that India could have maintained uh, restraint in that sphere, sir, so that already trust is very fragile between the two countries, and removing players would only complicate the issues and the trust building ongoing, sir.
Near Nalanda, there is a Wensang Memorial.
Yes, sir.
Have you been there?
Yes, sir, I have been there.
Who was Wensang?
So Huensang was the traveler from China to Nalanda. He has documented the works of Buddhism, and he visited during the period of Harshvardhan when he was the king in India, sir.
How many sects are there today? Dominant sects in Buddhism.
Dominant sects, there are two, sir, or it can be extended to three if we consider the Tantric Buddhism into it, sir.
What are these?
Mahayana and Hinayans.
Does anybody call himself belonging to Hinian Buddhism nowadays? Have you ever heard anybody who says, I am from, we practice Hinian Buddhism?
Sir, in countries like Sri Lanka, there is prevalence of Hinayan Buddhism at present.
Do they call it Hinian?
Sorry, sir, I'm not sure.
Have you heard of Theravada Buddhism?
Yes, sir, I have heard of that.
That is what they call themselves, Theravada. Have you heard of Vajrayana?
Yes, sir.
So that's how it is. Okay, just one more question. Since you have a defense background, you have been in Sainik. What is that? Who started Sainik schools? And what was the purpose?
Sir, Sainik School was started uh, by the then Defense Minister V.K. Menon, and the purpose was to address the issue of the regional inequality and to motivate cadets to join the defense forces. Sir. Regional and class inequalities.
Class. It was to take defense officers cadre to lower stratas of the society to make it actually more socialistic, because under the British, the defense officer corps was primarily comprising of higher stratas of society. So he wanted to actually open it for others. Okay, so have you studied any wars or conflicts which India have indulged in?
Not sorry, sir.
What is the problem of Jammu and Kashmir? What is the problem between India and Pakistan over Jammu and Kashmir?
Sir, Jammu and Kashmir problem comes started post independence when the instrument of accession was being negotiated between the India and Jammu and Kashmir king. Basically the argument of Pakistan is that it wants Jammu Kashmir to justify its two nation theory based on the religion, but it was the independent decision of the king of the Kashmir which signed treaty with India. So India has legitimate claim over Kashmir.
As per Indian Independence Act, was the princely state bound by Hindu or Muslim or anything?
And those,
So, who the decision of the ruler was absolute? A ruler had to take people's choice into account.
sir, it is expected of any ruler to take considerations of the people's opinions.
I'm not asking our expectations. I'm talking what is the mandatory requirement. Was it mandatory for a ruler to take its people's consent into account, or it was a ruler's sole discretion?
Sir, it was the ruler's sole discretion.
Good. So, was there any state which acceded to Pakistan and is still in India?
So the king of Junagadh wanted to join Pakistan, but a referendum took place and it stayed with India.
Okay. Shubham, the name of uh, your district has been changed to Gaya Ji.
Yes, sir.
What is the reason, mate?
So to signify the religious and spiritual significance of Gaya, it has been changed to Gaya Ji, and people earlier also refer it with to as Gaya Ji out of reverence. So it has been changed recently.
Okay. For Hindus also, this place has got a lot of significance, isn't it?
Yes.
Uh, Can you tell us why?
Sir, because Gaya has Vishnupad temple. After that, Sita Kund is there, and the Pitrupaksh Mela is organized in Gaya, sir. So these are the major places for which the Hinduism is given importance in Gaya, sir. Hinduism as a religion.
Okay. So when we talk about Gayaji, Rajgir, Nalanda, it seems that Bihar as a state has got a lot of tourist potential,
Yes.
isn't it? Can you tell us uh, a rough number of tourists who come to Bihar, and what is the revenue that Bihar government generates from tourism?
Sorry, sir, I will have to look into that.
Okay, okay, fine. Um, what investment Bihar gets, including investment in services, manufacturing? What investment Bihar is getting?
Sir, the last year, the business summit which Bihar conducted, 1,80,000 crores investment was promised, but that is yet to be materialized, sir.
Any idea of how much was converted into actual investment?
Sorry, sir, I will have to look into that.
When we talk about education, Shubham, it appears that from the state, students normally study till 12th, and after that, they have to go out in any other city for their education purpose. Is it so because Bihar is not having any good educational institution?
So Bihar has educational institutions like Patliputra University, Patna University, Magad University, but certain issues has come up. The first of all, the duration of the college, the degree awarded to the students that gets prolonged, deficiency of professors in the college. So these all issues led to the students migrating outside Bihar. But at present, the situation is changing, sir. The various changes has taken place in the education system at the university level also. Now at graduation the certificates are awarded in 3 years or be it 4 years. Professors have been recruited, so the situation is improving, so and the students are staying in Bihar to pursue the further studies.
Okay. So, do you see this shift even in the political choices also that people are making? Because in the recent elections we had, there was election in Bihar. And do you, when you studied that particular election and the electoral behavior, you are also a student of political science,
Yes.
isn't it? Do you see this shift from identity towards development?
So it is very much visible in the politics of Bihar. The politics which was once dominated by caste, today it has moved to the developmental aspect like migration issues, which is very much dominant in Bihar, the women empowerment, and the elections being fight on the jobs. So this development aspect has come up in Bihar, sir, which is a very positive change.
Great, Shubham. What you're saying is, but it is going against the recent elections which happened in Bihar, because there was one party which was talking about development, migration issue, women, job, and it got just 3% of the vote share. And you're saying that people's preference is shifting from identity towards development. So if that is the political choice of the people, of the voters. Why would such party fare so badly in the elections?
So the party that is Jan Swaraj Party, and it could not win any seats, but it was instrumental in setting the agenda of the election. And the main shift was that, so the other parties also, be it RJD, be it JTU, they also shifted their political narratives towards development only. And Jan Swaraj is a very new party at present. It hardly did research. It hardly did groundwork for 1 year. So it takes time to trust. It takes time for people to trust new parties. So will give chance in the upcoming election to this new party, sir. And at present, still the election overall was fought with the developmental politics as the main agenda, sir. In my opinion.
But see, Bihar has been categorized as a Bimaru state. Okay. If you see all major parameters, like economic, educational, you find that the state is not performing well. Okay. Although it has potential, tourist potential, agricultural potential, all potentials are there. Yet it is not performing that well. Okay. Uh, do you think that there's something wrong with the political leadership, bureaucratic leadership, where the state is going wrong?
Sir, Bihar, the various indicators do suggest that Bihar lies at the bottom of the table. But I would like to quote that, so in the last decade, the development rate of Bihar has been 13.4%, which is among
The base was
yes, sir, which was one of the fastest. And also, I would say, sir, the changes are taking place. The present opinion about Bihar is still rooted in the 1990s and 2000s. I would say that things are changing. Its initiative regarding the women empowerment, the Jibika mission, increasing reservation for women, with respect also the various schemes which has come up to attract investment, like giving land for nominal price, giving tax benefits. So these all changes are happening, sir. So I would say that the future is very optimistic about Bihar, sir.
Do you think that Gen Z protest is required in Bihar also?
So the government is stable and government is responsive to the needs of the people. So in that case, the changes protest is not needed in Bihar, sir. It is needed in place where the government are busy in their own affairs. They are looking up for their own welfare rather than the people. But in Bihar, the situation is very opposite, sir. So I don't think Bihar requires change protest.
Do you hear about JP movement,
Yes,
the Sampurna Kranti movement?
yes.
How is it different than the Nepal protest which happened? What are the fundamental differences that you can trace?
Sir, the JP movement, first of all, the leadership, though this movement started with students, but it later on it was led by the veteran politicians, which was not the case with the Nepal. Those changes themselves are were managing the issues over Discord platforms, etc. After that, the JP movement was successful in sorry, sir, the JP movement, though it was a challenge to the regime, but it was further subjugated through very uh, uh, through use of use of forces and emergency provision. In that aspect, it failed. I would not say failed, but in Nepal, we see that they were successful in throwing out the government and installing the interim government, sir. So the purpose also they were able to achieve in Nepal. So is differences.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, sir.